Hi friends, welcome back, welcome back. So I was doing some late night shopping on Sephora and I blacked out a little bit and purchased a little much, but three things I purchased I'm very excited about, and they're these beautiful blushes from Charlotte Tilbury, and I got one from House Labs. So when I got them in, I kind of played with them. I made a little short, doing all these things. And I was like, wait a minute. I have so many stick blushes. How does one know which one's the best and which one would work the best for them and whatnot? Now, I love all my makeup, but if you guys were questioning which ones to get, I am here to the rescue. In this video, I will swatch all the stick blushes that I have. I'm going to compare them. I'm going to talk about not really the colors, because I feel like you can get whatever color you want from whatever brand, but I will compare the formulas and I'll tell you about the longevity and how they look on the face. I will try them on the face. I don't have blush, as you could tell, and I'll maybe help you out. So if you want to see my stick blush video, keep on watching. Oh, and also, if you're new, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and do all the fun things. I appreciate it. As you know, I have a lot of cream, liquid, and stick blushes, and today I thought, there's so many of them out on the market that people don't really know which ones to get, which ones they would love, which ones would work best for them, the formulas, the this, blah, blah, blah. So I have a lot. And what I'm going to do today is I'm going to compare them for you. I'm going to start off with my favorite at the moment, and that is the Dior Backstage. What are they called? Dior Backstage Rosy Glow sticks. I have two colors. I have 077 Candy and I have 015 Cherry. I'm going to swatch them for you. They are really, really pretty. That's Candy. That's Cherry. It's kind of red pink. Okay. My recent blushes that I just purchased are the Charlotte Tilbury ones, and I have Rosy Peach, and Peachy Glow and Pinky Glow. And I sort of kept in the same family because that's just the kind of blushes that I like. But here we have Peachy Glow, and here we have Rosy Glow. It is a hot, hot pink. Okay, now I also have the other stick blushes I have, and one I purchased in this Sephora haul. I have the House Labs Glassy, what are they called? Forget. Color Fuse Glassy Blush Bombs, and mine is in Glassy Hibiscus, and they're supposed to be like really runny, again, not runny, but very like balmy. It's such a pretty, pretty color, and I think I'm gonna really like it, but I will try them on my cheeks for you today, all of them. So something similar to that I have is my Pat McGrath Labs, and this one is an Alluring Nude. It's also like a neutrally mauve color, a little lighter, but in the same family. Then I have one of my favorite blush formulas, and that's the LYS, and I have 3 of them, but I'm only gonna swatch, I have 4 of them actually. I'm gonna swatch one because that's the one I love, and this one is in Courageous, and Courageous is, I'm running out of space. It's like an orange. I think a very orange one. Okay. Once I'm done swatching, I will talk about all the formulas with you. And then we have Merit. These are, I'm swatching Le Bonbon for you because that's the newest one I had. It is a pink. It's a pink, but cooler side of pink. And last but not least, I decided to keep it even though it's not my fave packaging wise. It's these Rose blushes, and mine is in Spicy Marge. Spicy Marge. And it's a very, very beautiful peach color. Look at that. They are all gorgeous. So let's talk about formulas, longevity, and all that jazz. Okay, so I don't really know about these because I just got them. I didn't really have a chance to really wear them, but I will tell you, the Dior blushes. The Dior blushes are wonderful. They're wonderful. When I purchased them, I swatched all of them in the store, but I decided to go with these two because I feel like these are the colors that I will wear the most. I was kind of skeptical because they're so sheer. They're very sheer. Where are they? These two right here. They're very sheer. They go on very sheer on the cheek. They're easy. You can build them up, especially the cherry color one, but they're still very sheer. However, I live in a very humid climate. It's my skin is combination, but here in the summer it's just an oil rig, like you can fry eggs on my face, and these last a very long time. However, they are very sheer. These blushes are not as sheer. They are opaque and they are pretty, but I'm not gonna say that the longevity on these is wonderful. Last week I have a red one like this. I used it on my daughter for her dance performance, and she only had 3 dances in the whole show, but she was wearing it the whole day. And I have to say, by the end of the show, even though I used setting spray, everything, it did look like her skin ate it a little bit, and she has perfect skin. You know, she's a she's a baby. She's just a baby, but it did wear out. So you can get a good like 5 hours out of this, but no more than that. I think if you have a more oily skin, it will just kind of wash off, and dry skin, I feel like your skin will just suck up the moisture in this one, but it's a pretty color. So Merit blushes are very sheer. They are very sheer. You'll see that when I put it on the face, but they do last on me. Personally, they do last on me, and you know, this is one of my favorite formula. I have many of these. My Stockholm blush in this one is almost done, so it is on the sheer side. Very easy to apply, very easy to spread, doesn't patch up, and very much lasts on me. The Rose blushes are opaque. You really can't overdo it with them. The Spicy Marge, it's like one little touch and it's already too much. It's a beautiful color, perfect for summer, will last you the whole day and night, but you gotta be very careful with these. They are extremely pigmented. LYS blushes are wonderful. They are very pigmented, very soft, very creamy, and beautiful. They also will go on very strongly. They're extremely pigmented, so this is not a I just started using makeup kind of blush. This is for more experienced creamy stick blush users, but they are very beautiful and they do last all day. Moving on to the Charlotte Tilbury blushes. Right off the bat, I could tell you that they are more opaque than the Dior blushes, and they feel a little bit more creamy because they're more opaque. I don't know how they wear. I'm going to, when I upload this video, I'm going to put in the comments, in the comment section, not in the comment section, in the description section, how they wear. But from everything that I hear about them, they wear very well. I know lots of ladies who live in a climate similar to mine. They swear by these, they're beautiful. So I will update you, but I have a feeling they will last. And last but not least, the reason why I got this House Lab Balm blush is because A, the color is gorgeous, and B, I feel like for a no makeup day, this would be perfect because they are very sheer and very balmy. They are, well, they're balmy. They're called glassy blushes for a reason. Again, I don't know how these wear. I just got them. I'm going to say probably not so good, only because they are so sheer and not super pigmented. But I will update you in the description bar. So let's go into trying all of these on my face, and I'll come back to give you my final thoughts. All right, friends, I moved you in a little bit closer because I want to start trying. I'm not going to try every color from every blush. I'm going to do one at a time. So I'm going to start off with this Dior in Candy, and I want to show you just how beautiful it is. Ooh, gorgeous. And let me show you what I mean by it's super sheer. You can build these up, but they're creamy, but they're not so creamy where they won't last on your cheek. But yeah, so this is, you can go clown with these, but they are very sheer. Okay, and now I'm going to take its sister from another mister, which is the new Charlotte Tilbury in Peachy Glow. And I'll show you what that looks like. They're technically supposed to be kind of similar colors, but this one is a lot more opaque. I'm looking in the viewfinder because that's what I'm using as my mirror currently. But let me see what I could do here. Okay, so they are a lot more opaque, and because of that, they pack a little bit of more color. I feel like they will, like you see, they're the same color tone. The undertone is the same, but one is a lot more opaque, and it really doesn't matter. Like when you swatch them together, you could tell that the Dior is way more sheer. So Dior, Charlotte Tilbury, they're both glowy, they're both beautiful, but one is more opaque than the other, so you go with what you like. But I have a feeling that the Charlotte Tilbury will last me a long time too. I'm going to be testing it out tomorrow, and I will definitely leave my thoughts in the description box. Moving on this cheek I will have the new House Labs blush, and on this cheek I will do the Pat McGrath blush, and we shall use my little, what is it? I forget what they're called, right? You know what these are. Sorry, I had a little brain fart. Okay, so I have a feeling these are so balmy, but look at how pretty this color is. I love these colors when you have like a little bit of a sunburn, you know, and you have an evening out and your shoulders are out and you're like dark and beautiful and glowy, and you have like this beautiful mauvey cheek. Of course, they're gorgeous in the fall also, you know, but this is it. It's very sheer. Let me see if I can build it up. Let's try that. Of course, my bestie calls me now. We'll call her back. She'll forget. Okay, let's see. You can kind of build it up, but you see as you go it shears out, but it's still very beautiful. It's very, I mean, I don't wear blush like that, but yes, you can build it up. Still very kind of sheer and glowy, and it's a glass bomb type of blush, so I adore this color. Like, don't mind, I just wanted a full big area for you, but you know, so you could see the color, but it's gorgeous. Now let's see this. This is going to be a little bit more opaque, obviously, but it's also a very beautiful color, but it doesn't last. It's not one that lasts all day. And now that I have them on side by side, I can kind of tell that this is more pink and this is more on the peachy side. I have a red one from this collection and it's gorgeous, but it doesn't last. I don't know why I thought they would kind of be the same, but I don't know if you could tell on camera, but you could tell that this one just is a little bit less, not by much, but less sheer than this one. But you cannot really build it up a lot. So I don't know. I hope you're seeing the same thing I'm seeing in the mirror over here, but is this it? They're both beautiful, more peachy, more pinky, but I know for a fact this one will not last on you all day. Whereas this one, I'm not entirely sure. When I wear it, I will update you, but the color itself is just so beautiful and it's glowy, and I really love it. 3 more left. Not easy taking off and putting it back on. So we have 3 more blushes left. We have these 3. They're all different. So I'm going to start with the LYS, and LYS is super, super pretty. It is very, very pigmented. So you gotta be very, very light with it. It's very pigmented, very creamy. Look how light with it I am. And it's, on me, it lasts all day. But look at that. This color is just gorgeous. It's like a gold orange, but for some reason it works so beautifully on the skin if you go light-handed. Like I said before, this is not a starter cream blush because it is extremely pigmented. But if you go, you know, you could always add. You could not subtract. I mean, if you want to redo your whole face, but you could always add. So I'm going to leave it at this. Look how beautiful it is. It's very orange, but I really, really like it for, like, again, in the summer. It's so, so beautiful. And it lasts all day and all night. It's already, on me, it sets down a little bit. It still remains a little bit creamy. I can't set it down. If I put on a little bit more and then do a light brush of powder on, it'll be perfect. But overall, it lasts all day. I don't really have to set it too much, but it's a beautiful blush. Okay, moving on to the Road Blush. I like these blushes, but the packaging kind of makes me upset. This is also an extremely pigmented blush. Look at that. This is like a light tap, but it is very, very, very pretty, and it does last on me. So I initially decluttered it because I just really cannot stand the packaging. But then I thought about it and I kind of was like, it's such a unique color, this particular one. I don't really have it in my collection like that. Like it's such a peachy, it's not orange, it's not coral. It's just like a true peachy color, you know? It's a little bit patchy, but I think it's because the brush I'm using is tiny. So it kind of doesn't cover, and you do have to work quick with these because they do set quick. But overall, it is a beautiful, I think the lights are kind of washing me out, but it's a beautiful, these two are very, very, very pretty, and it's already like set. So if that's what you want, this is a great blush, and it will last all day. All right, guys, last but not least are my Merit blushes. These blushes are my favorite, one of my favorites. I mean, I love all my blushes, don't get me wrong, but these are amazing. They are very sheer-ish, and they have some of the most beautiful colors. Like I said, Stockholm is my most favorite color, but I chose this one to show you because it will just show up better on camera. So let me go remove this side, and we'll come back to do one last one and our final thoughts. All right, guys. Woo! My poor cheeks. But last but not least, the Merit. This one is Le Bonbon. But I usually just go on my cheek with these because for some reason, I don't know, I'm scared to do it with all the other blushes, but this one doesn't really lift anything up. Look at that. Oh, gorgeous. I love the formula. This is my, honestly, before Dior, this was my favorite formula of cream stick blushes. I really love this. Like I said, Stockholm is my favorite color from all of these, but I had to have Le Bonbon because it's a hot pink and summer was coming. And they do, on me, they do last. So, you know, like I said, my skin is oily in the summer, but they're so beautiful and they're so easy and they're clean at Sephora, you know what I mean? So this is Merit. I'm finally done reviewing all my stick blushes. I hope I did a good job. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you liked it. I hope you learned something. I hope you, if you were questioning which one to get for yourself, because their market is saturated with them and it can get very overwhelming, and you know, right now people are trying to not spend as much. So if you really wanted, like if you were wondering about any of these and you go to me for answers, I hope I was good and I answered your questions. Now you know all my feelings on these, you know my favorites. Again, I will let you know in the description bar how the Charlotte Tilbury worked out for me, but I have no doubt they're gonna work out well. I love blush. I absolutely love blush. You know how hard it is for me to get rid of blush. I keep buying more. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I hope you like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know your questions, your thoughts, your ideas. Let me know if you have any of these, if you love them, if you don't. Let's talk, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.